Okay, welcome back, guys. We're going to be watching Scariest F1 crashes in the last decade. I'm ready to clench my butthole and see how this goes.
The last 10 years of crashes have been horrifying.
That's a big crash! Alonso goes!
Dude, anything to do with like racing or F1 or like anything like that, those crashes are just so wild.
Over the top, total chaos!
Going year by year, let's run down the biggest and scariest, starting in Austria 2015, with two world champions who tried to decapitate each other.
Damn, that's crazy.
The heat haze there, that's certainly not coming off the racetrack, is it?
A cold track, low grip, and with two former world champions in Kimi Raikkonen and
Yeah, we're talking
Fernando
about 300
Alonso,
kilometer-an-hour
one
speeds
behind
as well.
another.
Yeah.
Lights out in Austria, and away we go!
Lap 1 stakes don't get higher when both are fighting uphill, literally.
Leaving just the
Oh, interesting track. Okay.
More 1.8 meters.
Oh, that's Kimi Raikkonen, and on top of him is Fernando Alonso, and that's a very big accident.
Look at Ferrari's
Oh, hey, a name I
wheels.
recognize.
That new medium tyre was not getting any grip at all. But by the time he was able to firmly grasp the track again, Alonso had nowhere to go.
He was spinning the tires in all the gears, and then he lost the car on the left, and I was on the left. We both okay, especially him, because I was quite close to the cockpit.
Damn right. I mean, just how
Goodness.
close that front wheel was from taking Kimi's head clean off. Remember, no halo in those days. But if Fernando thought this was bad, he tried to redeem his tragic 2015 season with a banger start in Albert Park. And a banger it was. Australia 2016. The antagonist, Esteban Gutierrez. Fresh blood after returning to the
Okay,
grid
can we
for
talk
Haas.
about the fact that it's at first it was Austria and now it's Australia? I just think the coincidence is kind of funny.
He needed to make an impact, and that's exactly what he did. Lap 18.
Oh,
And you can see Alonso sat by the barrier and getting himself up, walking very gingerly indeed. We've got a safety car, and that's a massive impact.
Down
damn.
the massive straight coming into turn 3, Alonso closed in at over 300 kilometers per hour. Gutierrez, on older tyres and a worse car, hit the brakes the second Alonso made his move, spearing the McLaren off before firing it into a
Oh my god. So was this like a pure accident and shitty coincidence, or did he do it somewhat intentionally?
hellish barrel roll, eventually settling in the gravel. Immediately red flagged. You can see how brutal that impact was just by how wobbly Fernando is. But how does someone even survive this? With these. It's called the survival cell. They cocoon the
No, it was a pure accident. Okay, I was like, that seems like it could be suspicious. Like, why did he... The way he made it sound was that it was... To be fair, he didn't put any fault on anybody. It's just like when he said that, like, he was behind them and so he put on the brakes, you know? It kind of sounds like he was saying that, like, he did it because he was behind them.
driver when the car disintegrates, like that.
Happy to be here, you know.
The fact that it just disintegrates, like, almost every single time is crazy.
It was quite a scary crash. So you see the sky, then the ground, the sky, the ground, and I want to go out quickly.
Alonso missed the next
That's so relatable.
race with fractured ribs, but now for the third year in a row,
Ugh, fractured ribs suck.
he's been involved in the biggest crash of that year. But
Oh my god!
sadly for him, it's about to get even worse. The title was on a knife edge going into
Dude, I would start, like, calling, like, spiritualists and stuff thinking I was cursed.
Singapore 2017 for Hamilton and Vettel, just split by 3 points. And for the first time ever, we've got a wet race at night.
Finally, we're going to find out what the drivers can see at night in the
Nothing, apparently. Jesus.
rain.
What could go wrong? Sebastian Vettel on pole, Max Verstappen alongside. But keep an eye on Kimi Raikkonen in P4, as he already has doubts about his tyres.
Kimi Raikkonen's questioning whether intermediates is the way to go.
A lot of spray, very difficult to see.
Too late now, as it's...
Lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent start. Sebastian Vettel will need to cover him off. Kimi Raikkonen
It is kind of cool to see them, like, scatter when they start.
on the inside, and he's crashed.
Damn, that was right out the gate. Oh my god.
Verstappen, he's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone.
Oh my
into the
God.
Red Bull there as well. Carnage as Fernando Alonso gets involved.
Got damage, got damage. Oh. Did they do? No idea. You okay?
This seems like a horrible idea on everybody's parts. Bruh, I would be mad. That's so fair. This seems like a horrible decision on this competition's part. Like, right out the freaking gate?
Mate. Yeah, I'm okay.
Kimi hammering it off the line, Seb trying to cover off Max into the first corner, edges left, but with Kimi's right rear kissing Max's left front, it fires that Ferrari sideways into his teammate. Now watch Kimi as he drifts through the first corner, completely out of control. In his path, that's our boy Alonso.
They pinched the Red Bull. What a start Alonso got as well, but he's going to get bad payback for that.
Right place, wrong time.
Vettel somehow escaped, right?
I think Vettel's just lost it on a load of coolant out of the back of his own gummy.
At least so much from hard, yeah.
Slippery as well, of course.
Vettel going backwards. Sebastian Vettel has lost his front wing. He's reversing round turn 5.
With Vettel out,
Hamilton could actually walk away from here with a 28-point advantage over Sebastian Vettel. This
Jeez.
could be the championship-defining moment.
and that was it. This was the reason Hamilton gained his 4th World Championship. Coincidentally, at that point, that leveled him with Vettel's 4 championships. But now he must give Alonso a break.
I'm not gonna lie, I would be like, nah, none of that counted. If you have an accident like that right out the freaking gate due to inclement weather, nah, dog. That shit's getting rescheduled. We're meeting back here next week. I know it's not that easy, but like, dude, I would be so salty. Especially like if you're in the back, you're already set up for failure. Like all this shit is happening in front of you. You can't do anything about that.
As going into 2018, we'd be confronted by one of the scariest flying crashes in history. Monza 2018, the fastest circuit on the calendar, but Marcus Ericsson going into FP2, and without a contract for next year, he needed to make a statement.
Let me guess, he made one all right.
Nailing it down the main straight, watch his rear wing.
Oh!
Oh, that's a big crash. And that's the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, bro.
The car snaps suddenly at 320 kilometers per hour, becoming a victim in that car like Hamilton at Ferrari, spearing into the barriers before flipping a total of 4 times before eventually coming to rest. Why a victim?
Drag reduction system.
DRS systems are meant to close upon braking, but
You see the wing just open there.
We could be looking at a DRS failure. The
Damn.
rear wing flap has not reattached, has not gone down.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. In the end of the day, you know, it was incredible to be
All right, in front of the stands, that would have been scary to watch in person. Oh, Lord have mercy, yeah.
away from an accident like that.
10, 15 years ago, a similar incident could have been fatal.
we go to his Sauber
Okay, that's crazy to think about.
teammate Charles Leclerc, as his crash should have decapitated him by none other than... He's back!
Hey, it's your boy.
Spa 2018, home of some of the scariest crashes inside and out of F1. But for Alonso, he just needed to stop
This freaking man, I can't tell if he's a curse or a Chad.
being involved in the biggest crashes of the year. Unlucky for him,
And it's lights out, and away we go. Hamilton moves over to cover up Sebastian Vettel, and there's Alonso goes
Can't blame the wet road on that one.
over the top there of Charles Leclerc's Sauber. Also involved Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault.
watch the wheels on Nico Hulkenberg's car. He locked up hard, ramming the back of our precious Fernando, sending him flying over Charles Leclerc's Sauber. But look closely at Alonso's front right wheel.
Lord have mercy.
If that halo wasn't there, that's
Has been around for 20 plus years. He's had his share of accidents. To be fair, he's taking up most of this video.
Charles's head taken clean off. On board with Leclerc. If this was even a year earlier, that's a near 0% chance of survival. I say the year before as
The Halo is a mandatory head protection device introduced into the sport in 2018.
with
I kinda
everyone
like
making
his
it out
editing a little
unscathed,
bit.
Leclerc and
It's an
Alonso
interesting
knew how
way to look at
serious
it.
this could have been.
Well, obviously it helped me out, and I'm grateful for that.
I felt the impact. Sad because these kind of mistakes, they have high consequences.
Look at this same corner 6 years prior.
Slowing into the wall, and oh dear, Roman Grosjean, and Fernando Alonso, and Lewis Hamilton.
Look
And another Fernando.
familiar? There may be more safety procedures, but that doesn't mean the crashes get any less scary. As in 2019 in Mexico City, where 2
Hey,
kilometers above
Mexico.
sea level and right at the end of Q3,
And there is the Mercedes. Well, the Mercedes of Valtteri Bottas through the Peraltada has gone into the barrier. That is qualifying over.
Is it like kind of weird to say that like compared to the other ones, this one seemed a little bit more chill, but that was just one angle. So I'm curious to see how they play out for the rest of them.
may not have looked like much, but you can hear how much of an impact that was.
Okay, so it didn't look okay. I'm not crazy.
You okay, Valtteri? Yep. Okay, so the car is safe.
On board, you can see he sends it a touch too deep, but as soon as he touched that dusty exit line, away he went, and boom.
Just like one little bit. Still a very hard hit. Oh, 1,000%.
That Tech Pro barrier speared
Oh shit, that makes it look so much worse.
him too. But if that was bare concrete, a relatively small incident like this could have turned into something disastrous. The car was left in
So he's kind of lucky it was more of a bounce instead of a slam. Yo, who cares about the car?
1,000 pieces. Yet somehow, the Mercedes' mechanics still brought that same car back the next day for a P3 finish.
That's crazy!
Not too bad, Toto. But to 2020, and Leclerc is about to put those barriers to the ultimate test.
The sad thing is you guys talk about this stuff so much in the Discord that I'm starting to recognize names.
Monza, for Ferrari's home race.
It's the most important race of the
season.
It couldn't have started
Colorful
any
smoke.
worse.
I love it.
Brakes failed. Brakes failed. The brakes are on fire.
Brake failed.
Line exploded.
But at lap
I know it's because they're used to stuff like this and like it is what it is, but just hearing someone saying brake failed, it's just kind of like because like even with some other people, they'd be like brake failed, brake line's on fire.
Haas chugs out on the entrance to the pit lane, opening up the floodgates for a free pit stop. For Charles Leclerc in the other Ferrari down in P17, an Italian godsend. Watch this, making up 11 places to P6, but matched with this pass.
Charles Leclerc is putting Kimi Raikkonen under pressure behind Antonio Giovinazzi. Goes past Raikkonen. He might clear 2 Alphas.
Dude, F1 seems so much more interesting than NASCAR.
300 meters here, and he does.
He's put Ferrari in prime contention for a home podium. Any Ferrari driver's dream.
Why can't the South be into this stuff? I would have probably liked watching this as a kid.
What could go wrong?
At least at that angle, this one also didn't seem like the worst, but I'm sure they're gonna tell us why it's bad in a second.
Charles, can you hear me?
Losing the back end of his car under acceleration, watch him try and regain control, but in that countersteer, the car snapped back, pointing directly at that tyre wall before smashing into it at around 155 kilometers per hour.
At least it wasn't the full 300. However, how much is one of these cars? Pisto would probably be able to say. There you go. More competitive, and they know how to turn right more than once a year. But also the tracks are interesting. The cars are kind of cool, and like, you know? I think the Southerns just like, they like stability, you know?
Using 32 Gs of force. In perspective, this is what happens under 9G.
Yeah. The other thing is, like, it may have quote-unquote only been 150, but it's still rough.
Sorry, but I struggled so much. Sorry.
Copy.
Poor guy.
Is that you are okay?
I think there's a bit of a blackout for a few seconds.
Damn.
The heat was pretty hard.
Yeah, so it was like the sudden and because he hit a harder surface too.
Everything happened very, very quickly, and unfortunately it puts all our hopes to the bin.
Luckily for Ferrari, 7 days later at Mugello and their 1000th Grand Prix, they had a chance to make it right. Right? Mugello, Italy. Only on the calendar for a one-off to celebrate.
Ooh, that track looks cool.
Pressure, lads.
And it's lights out, away we go.
But at turn 3, it already started to kick off.
Charles Leclerc.
Oh, they just like bumped uglies right there for a second.
He's ahead of Alex Albon still, and there's a tangle there. Is the
oh, that's what caused it. Okay.
has been spun round, and there's even further trouble way back.
Watch that Alfa Romeo. That's Kimi Raikkonen losing all traction, smashing into Pierre Gasly, starting that beautiful chain reaction. Verstappen and Gasly all out, with Vettel getting super lucky to make his way around the McLaren of Carlos Sainz. But this day would get a whole lot worse for Sainz, as this wasn't the crash that made the list, as 6 laps later, Bottas would control the field for the restart.
And Bottas is away, and there's a big
I mean, there's a reason they call him Bottas. Okay.
crash at the back, and that is the Alfa Romeo.
Oh god, it was in the back.
Antonio Giovinazzi.
It was all.
Oh!
When the safety car comes in, it's down to the leader to determine when the field takes off again, as long as it's before the finish line. Bottas waits right to the last second to take off.
Dude, he looks like, I know this is probably normal or whatever, but like just the way he's going at it right now, he just looks like such a fucking dick.
Sending the back of the pack into a frenzy. Magnussen slowed after reacting to cars ahead. Latifi jinked left to avoid it, but Giovinazzi, still flat out, struck Magnussen's left rear to
Oh, because he like the guy in front of him like dodged out right at the last second, so his last second was already gone by the time he smacked into the dude.
Into Latifi, sights at full throttle had nowhere to go.
Oh my. If you're okay. That's dangerous.
No single driver caused it. It was a beautiful ripple. For Ferrari at their home race, how did they oh.
That was
damn
stupid from whoever was at the front. They want to kill us or what?
Hey, I was right though. He was kind of being a dick, okay? Because I was just like, that, the way he's going at it, like, does not look right. That's why you don't tailgate people on the road, yeah.
This is the worst thing I've seen ever.
The worst thing you've ever seen. Hey, Grosjean? Oh, buddy.
It's like, oh, Puff, wait, there's more.
Romain Grosjean, with 2 races left on his contract, needed to prove himself to the other teams to snag a last-second
noises
seat if he wanted to keep his F1 dreams alive.
Stopping is not an option.
P19 on the grid, night race, cool desert air, with a hell of a lot on the line.
You don't want to be driving too cautiously. I'm just gonna go and drive the way I like it.
That's fair.
It's lights out and away we go.
Turn 3, Grosjean attempted to make a pass on Dani Kvyat when...
Off the track already, and that is that.
Oh. Oh, what?
Big fire there as they exited out of turn 3.
Get him there. Get him out.
I think that's Romain Grosjean.
This was a big one. This was a big one. Is he okay? I will come back to you.
Accelerated.
Dude, Europeans just sound so chill about everything. At least in F1, they're like, I'll get back to you on that one. I think that's what's getting me more than anything is just how, like, I'll get back to you. Brake failed. Brake failed. Oh, the brake land's on fire. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hard trying to squeeze in front of the AlphaTauri. Kvyat holds true, causing his front left to clip the Haas.
Damn.
Into a career-altering path with that wall. The car split in 2 and flames completely engulfed him. Grosjean still inside. For 2 minutes and 45 seconds, no one knew
butthole clenching time.
The outcome until...
Hey! Bro isn't even. Oh, they were using this English. I was about to say, bro isn't even on fire.
Demonstrate that he was okay.
But how do you end up okay after that? You see, the Halo, introduced just 2 years earlier, took...
Oh my god, here we got the Halo again. What a fucking chat, yeah.
Tested multiple times in this video so far, but this was the biggest sway for the last remaining doubters. It forces the upper rail up and away, creating a pocket just big enough for Grosjean to make his next moves.
The hit with the wall wasn't hard. It's strange because it was...
Oh, so they were like, okay, I know where this is coming from. Okay, I understand, yeah. They're kind of like trying to demonstrate why the Halo was so important and like the effect it had on the racing industry as a whole.
56 G's means my body was about 3.9 tons.
The halo underneath the barrier there, so he's had to get out of that somehow.
It's all orange on the left. Not sunset. Is it the light from the circuit? No. Oh, it's fire. There's a time where I think that is it, you know. Kids came in the car. Said, no, Daddy, this is not happening. It cannot be the end.
All of this took place in 27 seconds. We'll make a full video on Grosjean soon, but this wasn't the only major crash this race. As
yeah, the Halo's already saved a bunch of lives. Yeah, I was just like, why is he bringing it up again though? Because like I thought we got like a pretty detailed explanation of it earlier, so I was like, why are we going for it a second time? And then I realized the interviews and stuff like that. Yeah, they're talking about this is about the Halo.
Was at it again. Lap 3, Lance Stroll in the racing point.
We have got an incident in the back there.
Lance Stroll's racing point.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Hanging upside down.
It's hard to even talk about this crash after what we just...
Again, I laugh at inappropriate moments, but like, just to like, I'm hanging upside down. Like, damn, bro.
Saw the Halo doing its job once again. You see him crawling out. He's fine. But the interesting part, Dani Kvyat, the same guy who took out Grosjean, also took out Stroll. As much as he didn't get penalized for the Grosjean crash, he did get pinged for not only a 10-second penalty,
dang,
but
okay.
also 2 points added to his super license. They say it was just for the Stroll crash, but come on. The man nearly killed a man an hour earlier. A bit like Russell's attempted murder on Bottas a year later. After
he was just on something that day.
Bottas' spot at Mercedes was on the line, and with the likes of George Russell coming through the ranks, a war had begun.
I know that George is going to come after my seat.
Welcome along to the second running of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
The boiling point of this war. It was Bottas.
Also, to be fair, most drivers and staff are ESL, so they tend to sound more robotic. Well, there's also like, a lot of languages, like being really animated when you talk isn't really a thing as it is in some other countries. So like, I'm not saying that they're sounding robotic or like, I'm just saying it's like, it's just wild to hear them sound like so like quote unquote chill when they say things, you know? But no, I think like one of the things to like, I think it's like a little bit downsized in this is that like F1 and like anything in general is like incredibly like competitive, but like inside being competitive, you also have people that are willing to do things that they probably shouldn't at the risk of others for the sake of winning. And it sucks because it's like people who have that kind of temperament are not the best people. But that's just like, honestly, it kind of circles back to the video we watched earlier. It's just like, sometimes people just have that like weird thing in their brain and like things happen.
If I want to stay with the team, I need to perform.
They just care about winning. They don't care about like, I'm not saying all of F1, I'm just saying there's a certain type of person in competitive things like this. And it's crazy to think about.
Versus Russell.
But I need to go out there and show them that I'm the one.
Bottas in P8, Russell in the Williams P12.
And may the best driver win.
It's lights out and away we go.
Lap 32.
Because that's Valtteri Bottas and George Russell.
Jeff.
Yeah.
What the f was he doing?
Well, you see, George, it's more of what were you doing? On rainy days, see that? That's the one clear, dry path that the drivers stick to. So overtaking is already riskier business. Bottas stuck to that path. Russell attempts to make the move, but his back right wheel gently kisses the wet grass. At 305 kilometers per hour, Russell turns into, as Toto Wolff puts it,
It was a bit of a kamikaze project. Ending up in the wall with 50 plus G is never nice. Valtteri could have been injured.
I said, "Are you trying to kill us?" I don't think he heard me and just called me a CUN.
I was just pissed off. In response, gave him a hand signal.
Russell is a prick butt then. He's matured a lot now, to be honest. Yeah, he does look young.
Hand signal is a beautiful way of putting that. Russell may have won that Mercedes seat that next year, but in 2026, our boy Bottas returns to the grid with Checo when Cadillac decides to have a crack at F1.
Oh shit, okay.
As we've all been expecting, when Verstappen and Hamilton turned their title rivalry into a 51G flashback. Silverstone.
I was like, some people just get like, they don't really think about it. And especially like if Russell was like really young at the time too, like that 100% like explains why some of the stuff happened. Cause he's just like, all he's thinking about is making a name for himself. He's not really thinking about the consequences. So it's good to hear that he matured. Cause like, I want to be so honest with you. I don't think things like this, I don't think you have room to be immature or like petty or like having these like heated rivalries. Like it is a competition. It is a game at the end of the day. Yes, it is something you have to win and like is very important. It has a lot of stakes on it. But like you being on a level of rivalry beyond just like, I need to beat these guys in a race, you gotta be careful.
Mercedes needed this race if they had any chance of taking the championship.
For Mercedes, this race is critical.
For Verstappen,
oh God, it's Lewis Hamilton. You take the space you need, you don't do that. Only a weakling would do that.
he sits on pole, with Hamilton P2.
Just make sure we don't go too mad.
Agreed.
The British Grand Prix is go.
Turn 9, Copse Corner,
Okay,
lap
a
1.
little bit.
Hamilton's gonna try again, this time on the inside and comes in touch.
Eey.
Verstappen is out of the race and that's a big crash into Copse. Hamilton continues on.
That's 190 mile an hour. Yes, thanks, okay.
They both knew how valuable.
Oh, that's what I was trying to say. If you like hate somebody, you probably need to like reel it in. Cause like you're gonna get caught up in your emotions and you're gonna cause issues when you're dealing with stuff like this. And that's just not okay.
It would be to get out in front early. So with no holds barred, Hamilton drove down the inside. But
I like
Max
that blue.
wasn't letting him get away that easily.
Only a weakling would do that.
Front left, back right, sending Max soaring into the barrier.
I will say he did only have like 2 options at that point. It was either like back off and try to go around him on the other side or hold his ground. So I can't even, without full context, I don't know if I can really fault him for holding his ground on this one because like the other guy risking it and keeping on like trying to box him out would probably probably arguably be more in the wrong than someone holding their ground. There's a few very heated rivalries through the years, and they have caused a bunch of accidents. Yeah, if it was me, I feel like I don't think he's really at fault for holding his ground on this one.
Only a weakling would do that.
Front left, back right, sending
Yeah.
Max soaring
Wait, no,
into
did he?
easily.
Okay, wait, did he turn into him?
Front left, back right, sending Max, letting him get away that easily.
Only a weakling would do that.
Front
I can't tell. It's hard for me to see his arms.
left, back right, sending Max.
Oh, it does look like he clipped him on purpose. Like it looks like he did.
At 180 miles per hour, 51 Gs. You can hear from Max just how hard that was.
You okay?
Oh, that poor man.
Getting out unaided, Max was taken away for precautionary checks, but for Lewis, this race was
I see a little more. I definitely get taken away for precautionary checks when the guy is coming out and they're like, like. Lewis Max's fans were at each other's throats on social media that whole week. It was something. It looks like he clipped him on purpose, but that could have just been like the tire getting caught by the car. So I can't really tell.
very much still alive.
Yeah, Michael, look, that's an enormous accident, and it was 100% Max's corner. Full blame lays on Hamilton.
Understood, Christian, that's why it's under investigation.
So Hamilton has been given a 10-second penalty.
It seemed like all was said and done, but he wasn't going to give up without a fight.
I don't know if I was right. I guess they just answered my question, but I don't know who was who.
He wins the British Grand Prix!
But this war wasn't done there.
Play all the games you like. We're in this fight, and it's all to play for.
As 4 races later, the 2 top men would be at it again. Monza. Verstappen is 5 points out in front, but that's nothing in F1. One race could flip that just like it did in Silverstone.
Dude, like it's just so quick. It's crazy.
Lap 23, with Max eloquently informing us.
Yeah, my tires are...
Easy pit stop.
Yeah, see, that I get. Yeah, my tire's fucked. They determined he was at fault, but no one can prove if it was on purpose, to be honest. That's so rough, because, like, that's where it's like they gotta investigate frame by frame, because just from my perspective, it looked like he clipped the wheel on purpose. But, like, I guess it is a thing, though, of, like, maybe it was, like, a loss of light strength, or, like, maybe it was, like, a weird glitch, or I say glitch, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, that's crazy.
Right.
What is happening down at Red Bull? They'll be lucky.
Oh, Red Bull.
10 seconds.
11.1 seconds. With Lewis down in P4 and with a solid pit, this was his moment.
It's going to be tight on exit. Verstappen.
Into the first chicane. It's wheel to wheel. Verstappen and Hamilton have crashed out, and they are both out.
Oh god, that's always crazy to me, is like, I feel like sometimes we play better on the games than they do in real life, because like some of these, like, I guess it's because it's so much more physically demanding and like strength that's needed to like drive these cars and stuff. It's like, it's hard to stay on the track, whereas like when we're playing a video game, it's easy as cake. Like you can just stay in the lines and it's fine. But when you're trying to deal with these cars, like you can't always stay perfectly on the track, and unfortunately that's where part of the issues come from too.
Very big accident. Hope Hamilton's okay.
That's what you get when you don't leave the space.
Damn.
Both cars come into the first corner no problem, but as they're coming into the second, Verstappen wasn't going to give up that easily.
Yeah, you went over the thing.
Weakling would do that.
Refused
Face.
to yield, leaped into the air from that sausage curb on the right before catching tyres, flying him not just into the air, but landing right on top of Hamilton's head.
Even with the halo, Martin, rubbing against the crash helmet.
Without that halo, there's not a chance that Lewis doesn't die in that car. Even though the steward said Max was mostly to blame, the finale of this 2021 clash is about as legendary as it gets.
No, Mike, that was so not right.
Max Verstappen is champion of the world.
A rainy Spa. Shocker. But Lando Norris was putting in a hell of a qualifying. Fastest in Q1, Q2, and now ahead with 10 minutes before the end of Q3. Things started to get desperate out there.
I think they should red flag. Too much water, mate.
And the conditions are getting worse.
Quite a bit of aquaplaning.
Okay, understood.
And that's what they fear, aquaplaning. The drivers lose all grip and the potential to go off into...
Well, see, he was able to go over the sausage curve and have an issue. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
To the barriers.
One of the most well-timed comments in F1 is just 23 seconds later.
Did that go round?
Ooh, it went around a few times. You gonna count those? You gonna count those circles for me, Jim?
As he got out of Eau Rouge, the car lost all grip on the track. Trying to correct it, the car snapped back, sending him spinning off that wall at around 280 kilometers per hour. Vettel was the first on the scene.
Just making sure that he's okay.
Did he come around though?
What the f did I say? What did I say? Red flag? Yeah. Unnecessary. Is he okay?
Silence fell. Lando hasn't moved. Eventually,
Lando, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
after getting checked out, Lando may have been able to race the next day, but due to the rain, no one did.
Fair.
It's time to go back to the pit lane again because conditions haven't improved.
Eventually called off, Russell actually took his first ever podium on this day, one of the deciding factors of why Toto chose him over Bottas, the same way Haas had a big decision to make after.
God, every time he says it, sometimes I hear butt ass, and I'm just like, God.
To 2022 and to Jeddah.
This is the fastest street circuit on the calendar.
Michael Schumacher's son, Mick, needed to start pulling his weight to prove that regardless of how prestigious his name is, he needed to perform.
Points is a very big one of mine, which I haven't reached yet.
In the Constructors' Championship, each position is worth between 10 and 15 million.
But in qualifying, Mick, pushing everything he could out of that car, was about to find out just how unforgiving this track could be.
Ooh, I kind of wish they did aerials of each track, and they might have done one of this one and I missed it, but that would be kind of cool to see each track before the crash. Ouch.
That's big. Oh, that's big. That's huge.
Okay, that one seemed a little bit more chill.
That's a very, very big impact for Mick.
We're checking. We're checking.
Flying into turn 10,
I say chill in the sense that, like, not as catastrophic looking as others, but, like, the impact can still be the biggest contender in these.
took was the Haas to clip the curb to snap out of control. The rear goes light, cascading the car towards the wall at 270 kilometers
Yeah, see, that's like double the speed of, like, or 100 extra kilometers an hour than the other one.
per hour before bouncing off it, absorbing a 33G
impact.
Finally.
Yeah, so 32 was one of them earlier, and that one was 33. And we've also seen 56.
Are you okay?
What's happened? Okay, I just don't understand it.
Mick may have been okay, but Haas weren't.
People think, yeah, you just bought a few parts, or no, it's very difficult to get it all together.
The car was smashed up so badly, and since money isn't falling out of the sky for the smaller teams, they couldn't get the car ready for that summer's race. The final cost may have been around £1 million for Jeddah, but overall, £2 million for the season. We'll see how later on, but for Zhou Guanyu, Silverstone will be remembered for the day he nearly lost it all. Zhou Guanyu, fresh off his career best finish P8 in Canada, is starting to turn heads. Could this be a man for the future?
Zhou Guanyu starts 9th on the grid.
He was on a roll. What he didn't know is that he was about to make an impact for all the wrong reasons.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Damn, that was fast. Oh. Bro. The upside down skid, the flip jump, and then skirted into the fence to, oh my goodness.
It looked bad. It looked bad.
Oh god, man.
Gasly is threading a narrowing gap as Russell and Zhou drift towards each other.
Oh.
That little nudge from Gasly on Russell's left rear fires that Mercedes sideways into Zhou. The roll structure fails immediately, leaving just the halo between.
I'm shocked that the guy that they were narrowing in on made it out of there, like, without any issues, and it was actually that guy that got, like, it's crazy how this stuff
his
works.
head and the track. The car slides, catching the gravel trap at an angle which fired him straight over the tire wall, wedging him in. Zhou.
Oh god, look at that proximity to, oh my god, those poor fans.
Now unable to escape, Russell quickly realized what he'd done.
I just see this car just
oh shit, okay.
barrel rolling towards the barriers, well over 100 miles an hour. Ordinarily, you're so focused on yourself, you've just lost this race. but I was thinking that's a huge crash.
With the marshals and
I gotta give him, he stopped to be like, wait, no, I don't think I've ever seen that before. He stopped.
medical crew there, the delicate operation to free Joe had begun.
And seeing him being trapped in that car, that's kind of like a driver's worst fear.
After 11 grueling minutes,
I gotta give him so much credit for that. He was like immediately jumped into the like, oh no, gotta get my boy, you know? Like that is what competition should be. I know people like romanticize it or like make light or it's like, oh, like I'm not finishing this race if you're not. No, that's not it. It's like if someone is seriously injured or something catastrophic like that happens, I gotta give that man so much for just being like jumping out immediately and running over. Like, that's not a, like, I'm not finishing this race without you moment. That's just a, like, you guys are in this together. And, like, if no one else was around, you wouldn't have the sport. So it's like, you guys got to keep each other going. And you have to have very highly trained people for this, too. So it's not like people are just getting into F1 because they think it's cute. So, like, y'all got to take care of each other.
he was shipped off to hospital. He didn't just survive, he was barely injured. From his perspective,
Been alright? All good? While I was rolled upside down, I kind of just closed the eyes, just waiting to stop. Luckily, I was...
He's like, was he? I want to see, hang on.
Drift towards each other. That little nut.
Okay, so it's the darker car and the red car and then the white car. And they're both smashing him in.
Gasly on
the
Russell's
white car.
left rear fires that Mercedes sideways into Joe. The roll
goes, yeah,
structure
sideways
fails
into him.
immediately, leaving just the halo between his head and the track. The car slides, catching the gravel trap at an angle, which fired him straight over the tire wall.
The red one is the one that slammed into the wall.
Unable to escape. Russell quickly realized.
And then Russell, he was already stopped anyway, but he just like immediately jumped the heck out of there and was like, my boy!
Realized what he'd done.
I just see this car just barrel rolling towards the barriers, well over 100 miles an hour. Ordinarily, you're so...
Damn, that's crazy.
Perspective.
Been alright? All good? While I was rolled upside down, I kind of just closed the eyes, just waiting to stop. Luckily, I was walking off after, I think, one of
Because, like, dude, he could have just sat there and waited, but he was like, nah.
the biggest instant in Formula 1.
A miracle worker, just like Mick Schumacher was in Monaco that year, as not only did his car split in two, but also showed us where that other £1 million in Haas's budget went to.
There are real question marks over Mick. He keeps making mistakes.
From Jeddah to spearing into Vettel in Miami, but now in Monaco, he needed to start to pull his own weight, especially after his teammate Kevin Magnussen was already out of this race.
I also argue, I don't know if I'm getting this right or not, but like a lot, some of that stuff was questionable too. So it's not like he needed to get his crap together and like get his head in it instead of like focusing on everybody else and like trying to be dirty. Don't know if that's actually what happened or not. I might be getting the two guys confused from earlier, but like the one where I thought he clipped the other guy on purpose and they couldn't determine whether or not it was intentional. That guy, if it's the same one, it's just like, yeah, get your head in the game and just like stop focusing so much on other stuff. No different guy. Okay.
To make it worse, the track was drying, but still very wet.
Just the way that they said that, I thought it was the same guy because I thought they were saying he needed to like basically get his head out of his butt. But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Oh, that is the Haas.
Are you okay?
Well.
Yeah. That is a
yeah.
very costly accident.
Look at that dry line. All it took was his back right tyre straying off the dry line to send Mick into the barriers where upon impact, the whole rear of the car breaks away. Survival cell on one side, the gearbox assembly on the other. Mick climbs out unaided, shaken, not hurt. Medical checks, all clear, but going into 2023.
It's chaos and there's contact.
A legendary Australian Grand Prix. A record 3 red flags in this race. First off was Alex Albon at lap 7. The car just giving out under him with nowhere to go but the barriers. But look how close both Hülkenberg and Gasly came to Albon, wiping them out on the bounce back.
He did a great job of getting out of it.
Red flag 1. Lap 53. Kevin
But it sounded like they at least were able to manage it.
Magnussen bins it into the wall, spewing debris all over the road. But with 2 laps to go, it's number 2.
We have a neutralized race once again.
Just 2 laps to go sucks. Ew, crypto.
And we have an extraordinary finish to come your way.
It's lights out and again with 2 laps to settle it.
It's as you were from the top 3. It's going to be
oh my god. Guys!
By Carlos Sainz. Perez is off the road. It's Max Verstappen with the lead. Oh, it's deep.
Oh my lord. I just...
First off, watch sights. A small...
I kind of like... Not the wreck part, but like, come on, boys. Really?
lunge, a brush on Alonso's rear, and away the Aston go.
The fucking Alonso.
Stupid rule. How the hell you can put a red flag before?
Further back, Sargent forgets the brake pedal exists and wipes out both
Damn, that's a crazy...
himself and Nick de Vries. Up ahead...
Oh, so those were caught. I thought like they had just like... I thought they had tried to overcorrect and just ended up like going off to the boundaries on their own. I didn't know this was all connected. Okay. It makes more sense.
Deep at T1, skates across the escape.
Yeah, that's all I saw. That's all I saw was that part there. So I thought they just like... I thought they didn't really curve properly and they just went off of bounds because they just didn't curve properly.
But Ocon tries to pull a sneaky one up the outside. Gasly had no idea he was there and boom.
Dude, that's where some of these accents come from, is just like not being able to freaking see, which sucks. It's like somebody right behind you or right beside you, you can't see them because they're like in your blind spots. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Then there's just Stroll. Need I say more? With a banger of a race, it's
Okay, so he did just kind of like go off. Okay.
sad to see it ended under a safety car. But with everyone all right, we'll stay with our punching bag Stroll. Singapore and Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin chasing a lifeline at the end of Q1 with 2 corners to go.
Stroll is currently
Bro, he's hugging those sides so hard. What the hell?
hanging on to that Aston Martin of the 3 miles.
Bro, he like hit them like 6 times. And yeah,
Big crash on board with Lance Stroll. He was trying to wring the neck of the speed there.
Or is safe? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
The hurried outlap left the tyres underprepared, mixing dirty air from the car in front, and if you watch that little wobble exit, that curb, the man didn't have a chance, landing himself 50 Gs against the wall. Once the rear goes at that speed, you're a passenger. But also, look how close both McLarens come from joining in on the fun. First Norris, and then Piastri. Missing out on Sunday's race would lead...
The only thing that concerns me as someone who doesn't know anything is this part. So 1,
Q1 with 2
2,
corners to go.
3,
last and he's hanging on to that Aston Martin of the 3
4,
miles. Gasly goes, oh, he's gonna put it
and
in the
then
wall.
goes
Big
into the
crash
side.
on board.
Like that's the only thing that like concerns me about that whole part right there.
But also, look how close both McLarens come from joining in on the fun. First Norris, and then Piastri. Missing out on Sunday's race would leave Singapore with 0 points.
Yeah, he hit the side and then it's like he grazed the side and he didn't go into the wall. Wish I had their driving ability. Dude, it's crazy.
A bit like Haas leaving with 0 points in Monaco for the 2nd year running. This one in even more dramatic fashion than the last. Monaco 2024, the world's most famous motor race, yet consistently one of the most boring. I know one way it can be spiced up. Let's go to race start.
It's lights out, away we go.
Oh no, not again. Okay, that wasn't as right off the gate as I thought it was gonna be.
Magnussen got ballsy, tucking in the right-hand side of Perez as they charge uphill. Perez tracks left for the racing line, but with nowhere to go, bang. K-Mags and Perez's tires start making out at 150 miles.
I love it when tires make out. Baby, did you bring a rubber? Honey, I am the rubber. Don't look at me like that.
T-boning the Red Bull against the wall before collecting Hulkenberg in for the threesome.
Are you okay, Nico? Damn it. That was unnecessary.
Damn right.
So true, Queen. So true.
Right it was. A mechanical bloodbath, with that Red Bull only having a wheel still left on right before it flies away. A beautiful sight. With all 3 drivers and even a photographer making it out of the medical center intact, we go to 2025, the cursed 2nd
Damn, he took a photographer with him.
Red Bull seat. After Liam Lawson crumbled at the start of the season, Yuki Tsunoda got demoted down to Red Bull. Yes, I said that correctly.
Damn.
At Imola in Q1, what could he do to uncurse that seat?
Oh, big crash for Yuki Tsunoda. Did he roll? He did.
Okay, the way he said his last name is crazy. Tsunoda. It's like the fucking, like, the guy trying to say Hatsune Miku.
Wow.
Oh my god, I just saw the video.
Big crash.
Is he okay?
It's almost reminiscent of Joe Guan Yu's crash in Silverstone a couple of years ago.
So I wonder what's happened there.
Taking way too much of the curb, he sent that Red Bull soaring, launching it into the tyre wall.
I mean, it does give you wings.
Before grinding on his halo, eventually lodging himself.
I'm a halo. had to, I'm sorry.
Off into the gravel.
But the roll hoop doing its job.
Yuki may not have broke Red Bull's second seat curse, but it's insane to realise in just the Halo's 7th year how many drivers would have died if not for that sturdy little ring. Like, and oh look, the subscribe button just
what the hello?
lit up. The grid out.
What was that last part? It was so random. I feel caught off guard. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. What the frick? No, dude, that's wild. So happy that like the Halo was able to change that many lives, but also like I'm actually surprised that it didn't like play out a little bit more intensely with how much people like to go back and forth on things, you know?